Hello and welcome back to another video. Today, nothing else to unbox. This is a Watara Supervision, a console. Let's get it out and talk a bit more about it. Just wrapped here, and our game cartridge is sort of just thrown in the side of the bubble wrap. So here's some games. There should be a fourth one in here somewhere as well, but the box is empty. So we've got Crystal Ball, we have Super Kong, and we have Kitchen War. Not really the best designs, pretty art design is my passion type thing. There's these little sleeves. I think one of these was ripped, or maybe that was my imagination. Oh yeah, there we go, that one is ripped. So some pretty basic games. This is obviously intended to sort of copy the Game Boy. This was released I think in the early 90s, so a few years after the original Game Boy. There's one original model that's more like an actual Game Boy, but this version is slightly different in design and has a screen that you can change the angle on. I think it was supposed to be a cheaper version of the Game Boy, hence the slightly worse design for these. They do look quite cheap, these cartridges. Even anything on the back there. This is made in China. So let's see if there's any batteries in here. There are, make sure, but it also looks like it's a bit of corrosion on some of the tabs in there. Let's see if it even turns on. Here we go. On top, it's like the original Game Boy. I think we might have to insert a cartridge to get it actually turn on, because nothing happens just like that. Put Super Kong in. There we go, lights on. It says Supervision. It's actually showing up pretty well on camera, a bit hard to see. Section. Bit of sound. So it does have actual sound. The start button, which is here. Watch the start. Stage 1. It sounds actually off now. It might not come through on the camera because of noise reduction. It's like a slight sound is still coming through. Not really sure what you're supposed to do in this. Not really sure what you do, but it looks pretty decent. Graphics wise, let's turn that off. Obviously the contrast here, probably check that out. So yep, you can't see, too dark to see, so let's get that right, which I think that's pretty good there. So you can see on camera that it is even in person. Turn that one off though. So the controls do feel alright, although it is a bit too much travel on the A and B buttons compared to Game Boy, and they're a bit further away, whereas on the original Game Boy you could sort of rock between them. It's also got a DC in jack, although it's a small 6-volt one. The volume, which we try, I've got a communication port. I don't believe there was even a cable released for it. Can't even get that off. Let's try some of these other games. So, Honeybee. So this one is probably it's Donkey Kong Jr. inspired game. Honeybee is probably like Twin Bee or something like that. It was, I believe, Konami shoot 'em up. So let's try this game as well. The logo that comes up. There we go. Bon Treasure. The copyright 992. Honeybee. Can we skip to the start? Here we go. So it is. Okay, where's the couch off? It's very hard to see what's on screen because of the ghosting, and again, it's being a hard to see screen. Generally, is similar to the original Game Boy screen in that way. But it's like a Twin Bee type game. So they really did just copy the style of game, got the shoot 'em up, traveling over the island, similar to in TwinBee. So it looks like, other than the issue that it being very difficult to actually see what you're doing, it seems to be a decent creation. 2 different attack types. One doesn't seem too bad. Let's switch and try our next game. We have Crystal Ball. Not sure what game that's supposed to be. Maybe it's like a Breakout type game. So we've got Travel Mate. Let's just quickly turn it off and on again. So instead of having the Supervision logo that comes up, see a different name. So it looks like the whatever name it boots up with is stored on the actual cartridge. Travel Mate was one of the names is in some European companies. Oh, so it looks like it's like a Breakout type game. Oh, that's just the preview, that's why I can't control it. Here we'll try as a beginner player. Try to get that in the view. Control is slightly difficult with this D-pad. It looks like unlike regular Breakout, at least what I'm used to, where the angle depends on exactly where on the paddle it hits. Looks like it always bounces off either on 45 degrees one way or the other way. So it isn't really any angle. Sort of limits this place that it can go to. Let's not just try to finish this game. We can try the rest of our games as well. So the last one is this one. Not the best quality again. Kitchen War for the label. Let's turn this on. This one is another Supervision game. Not sure what type of game this is. Oh, I've played a game that looks like this in the past. I can't remember what it's called. So again, it looks like most of the games, if not all of them, are copies of other games. Let's just turn that off. Yeah, so that is it for this video. If you like the video, comment down below your thoughts, ideas, future videos. Maybe you want me to see me try something else with this, or see if I can find any other games. But yeah, if you have any ideas like that, comment them down below, and subscribe so you can see videos like this in the future.